Money in the Bank is a month away almost, July 14th. And wow, it's good to just watch one segment of a show. I haven't personally watched wrestling in like a month. That's personally just me not watching it, just because family and stuff, and that I was just wanting a break from everything. But it's amazing. When I am gone, two major things happen, and I watch them, and I love being a fan. I can't even think of words to being a wrestling fan. Two main things. One happened in a pay-per-view, and one happened on a Raw. We'll go to those the other way around, because I just watched both of them side by side. And it's amazing. Oh my God, it's amazing just to see why people still watch after Lord knows how long, how many years, how long. This is why professional wrestling is back where it needs to be, at least in the WWE. It's always been there in Ring of Honor. It's always been there in TNA. TNA has actually done better. But I'll talk about them a little later. Because first of all, I have to do the Academy Awards, the Oscars, the Emmys, even a Grammy. It goes to Mark Henry. Because Mark Henry did an award-winning performance. Forget any other movie. Forget anything The Rock's done. This is the best acting job I have seen in this sport. Aside from The Rock, of course, but besides, it has to be a fellow Nation of Domination member in Mark Henry. The man, I actually thought he was going to retire. I first heard this a few minutes ago. I actually wanted to tune in, but I didn't want to. I knew something was going to happen, and this is why. I just watched that, and the biggest smile. Even though I saw the title of the video, he had me fooled hook, line, and sinker. And I don't get fooled often. Mark Henry versus John Cena at Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. And I can't hype it up any better. My voice doesn't enough because I'm excited. I am actually excited for two of these things that are going to happen so far on the card. Besides the Money in the Bank ladder match, which we will go over for the next few weeks. But the fact that Mark Henry put the boots... Excuse me, I'm not excited. I'm like trying not to laugh. Like happy laughs, man. But Mark Henry put the boots there. You talk about hanging the boots. He put the boots on the top of the ramp, walked down, said his thank you, said his goodbyes to the primetime players and Tamina and whoever else. I don't even remember. That's all I remember. The three people that he would say goodbye to. But he probably said it all over the thing, as a giant rib to everyone in the back. As a message to everyone in the back that the only title he has not held, to my recollection, because I think he's held the Intercontinental title. Besides the Intercontinental title, if he hasn't held it, the only title he has not held to become a Grand Slam winner is the WWE Championship. But it shows, even in the deception, the award-winning performance from Mark Henry, that he can be gone. It can happen. But it's not happening anytime soon. And on July 14th, we will see the crowning of a Grand Slam winner, a first ballot Hall of Famer when he does retire. The world's strongest man for a reason. And you thought Ryberg and Cena was a powerhouse versus powerhouse match, especially in 3 stages of hell. You haven't seen anything yet. Because these are 2 seasoned veterans. A elder in Mark Henry versus the new vet, John Cena, a man who I actually respected in 2002. But slowly but surely, ever since the spinner belt was invented in 2005, they replaced the belt that men like JBL held, men like Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, have held, to make a bling-bling sideshow, to quote a man who has held that title before. And then The Rock brings back tradition, brings back this newer version of the title. I don't even think there's a name for it. And maybe the Big W. I don't know. Switch it around, have M for M for Magnum and W for Wumbo, if you remember a certain cartoon. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because the nation returns. The nation holds their prodigal son. Mark Henry will win the WWE Championship. And like John Cena said in that thing, it's probably the realest thing I've ever agreed with Cena. Whoever gets the title from him, even though this is scripted and fake to some people, it's the biggest sport alive, the oldest sport alive, and they're trying to get rid of it from the Olympics. I think for this man, Mark Henry was powerlifting motherfuckers like you for breakfast. Whoever gets this title from Cena has earned it, and in my opinion, a man who truly earns it is Mark Henry. And I think I've spent enough time on that. Now to the real reason I'm doing this. For the TNAs. For the little percent of wrestling fans who watch a 1.0 rating show. A good show, mind you, but on Spike TV did better ratings. On Spike TV. TNA cannot even get close to that. Not even a fraction. Maybe a small fraction, if anything, of those ratings. But if you don't think there's a war between these two companies, look who just joined in after the last pay-per-view. Rob Van Dam. RVD returns at Money in the Bank. I don't know if he's going to be in the Money in the Bank, one of the two, but it's a perfect fit for the whole effing show. It's a perfect fit for a legend, Rob Van Dam. And let's think about, we haven't talked about Rob Van Dam and TNA for a while, so let's think of what he's done. He's held the TNA World title. He's held the X Division title. He's held every title imaginable in WWE. You hear about Grand Slam winners, this man's pretty damn close. I think the only thing he hasn't held is the United States title. I think that's the only thing he hasn't held in WWE. Even with the rebirth of ECW. He's held the ECW title. He's held the WWE title. He's held them both at the same time. This man is a legend in his own time. Just like Mark Henry is. But unlike that, Rob Van Dam has the opportunity of a lifetime, depending what he does. This revelation that Rob Van Dam is in the Money in the Bank. Is he in the Money in the Bank without a match? I don't know. We will find that out in the weeks and months to come. Or maybe just a month. But still, I'm just that hyped up to see what will happen. WWE's Money in the Bank will happen July 14th. And one thing's for sure, tradition lives in the WWE.